What would it be, Ryan? The great, and today we are commentating the Bears versus Texans Sunday Night Football Week 2, and yeah, we're getting right into this one as the Texans will get the ball first, and they will return. And getting down to almost around the 25, Robert Woods on the return there. And there's CJ Stroud, Joe Mixon, Tank Dell, Nico Collins, Stephon Diggs, Dalton Schultz. All these guys, one of the most talented offenses in the NFL. And they are for sure ready for a big year. Some high expectations. They are supposed to win their division. Obviously, I think all of their division lost today. Jacksonville, Tennessee, and Indianapolis all lost today, so they can get a huge advantage here by winning this game. We start with play action. CJ Stroud throwing over the middle. This ball is tipped and incomplete. He had an open receiver. I believe that was Nico Collins, and I'll bring up second down. And a good pass here from CJ Stroud, but you see the linebacker Sanborn just able to hit it in the air, and Kevin Byard almost able to make that interception, but good throw by Stroud. Might have been a little behind Collins, saying that would have got past Sanborn, but that'll bring up second down. Stroud will throw again. Quick pass. This one caught. And on the out route, that is Jordan who will make the catch. The backup tight end. And last year for CJ Stroud, 64% completion percentage, over 4,000 yards passing, 23 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and a 100.8 rating. And he won the Offensive Rookie of the Year, beat out Puka Nacua, who was in contention for the award as well. Not going to have an easy day here against the Chicago Bears, who played incredible last week on defense. That helped win them the game against Tennessee on 3rd and 6. Stroud to throw again. Pump fakes. Now throws over the middle. It is caught. That by the running back, Joe Mixon. And a first down for Houston. You saw Mixon there. Just on a little slant route. You got him to draw a linebacker, that being TJ Edwards. Edwards thinking that Mixon might be running a route that possibly is an out route, something like that. But nice job out of the break there by Mixon, and CJ Stroud able to find him. Now Stroud under center. Jordan and Schultz moving out. Now Nico Collins is going to move into the backfield. So let's see if Nico Collins could possibly get a carry. Actually, no, it's going to be a jet sweep to Joe Mixon. And he is able to break a few tackles. And Mixon able to get a first down and more. Joe Mixon able to turn nothing into something. And he picks up a first down for Houston. And a great job by Chicago to cover up the sideline, but Mixon really does a nice job of just trying to get to that outside, and Chicago just couldn't cover it. Also, great job there by Jordan. Took out TJ Edwards on the block there. Houston might have got away with a little bit of a hold, but it is what it is. Power I formation for Houston. And a handoff, and just getting back to the line of scrimmage is going to be Cam Akers. And you look here at the Chicago Bears defense, who had a great week last week, I mentioned, and led by Montez Sweat, Tremaine Edmunds, TJ Edwards, Jalen Johnson. The Chicago Bears defense. They made some additions. They signed some guys. They were able to make a pretty big impact last season. In the offseason, sorry. Now 2nd and 10. And looks like it's going to be a false start on Houston. And it will be. So Houston's going to move back 5. And that was on the left guard, Kenyon Green. And, yep, Kim barely got that hand up. He flinched. Just can't move at all. You have to stay put, which is just so hard. As you can't do anything. And Green, he was the 15th overall selection just a few years ago. His Texans offensive line has been regarded as one of the best in the league, so they obviously have some high expectations. And now, second and 15, Stroud under pressure. He throws this one over the middle, just a check down to Akers, and he'll only get a few yards. I don't believe he got all the yards back, and that'll bring up third down. Houston, they have some deep threats. Obviously, Nico Collins, Tank Dell, Stephon Diggs. Those are some deep threats. Third and 12 coming up. You have to think that at least one of those receivers are going to get a look. I doubt they run the ball because they have such an incredible passing game. Stroud will throw under pressure again, and he just checks this one down. But getting a few yards there. I believe that is Damian Pierce. I couldn't really see the number, but I'll bring up fourth down. And it looks like the Texans will get the offense off the field, and they will send on the field goal unit, Fairbairn. And last year, his percentage was 96%. I was second in the NFL, so definitely one of the most accurate kickers. This one from 56. So a tough task to ask from Fairbairn early in this game. From the middle of the field, the kick is up, and the kick is good. The Texans strike first. Not what they originally wanted, but they will take the 3. They lead this one 3-0 with 10:20 remaining in the first quarter. We will see what the number 1 overall pick can do. That being Caleb Williams when we come back. Listen, I think Caleb Williams is good. Some people think he's going to be a bust. I don't necessarily think he is going to be one. Some people think that, though, so I don't know. I think he's going to be a good quarterback, but he didn't have a good debut. While he did get the win for his team, it really was the defense that really saved them. And we'll see what they can do this week. Obviously, Keenan Allen, he is out with a heel injury, so he will not be able to. He will not be in this game. I can actually say this is my first week of NFL or using NFL Red Zone, and it was great. I love it. I try to look at the good and the bad of it. I try to get differing opinions because you just don't want to hear about the good. You want to hear about what's not that great in itself. So you know. But yeah, I do think Caleb Williams is going to be a good quarterback. He has the potential to be great, though. Like, I actually believe that. Some high school football. Obviously, no one's going to outdo St. Joe's Prep. Actually, I saw some lists that the Prep has, um, the eighth most, something like that, of guys in the NFL. And I thought that was pretty cool. Because obviously, we know a few guys. We know Zacchaeus. We know Trotter, Harrison, DeAndre Swift, who's playing tonight. So there are some guys. I don't remember. I think they said there was 8, or was they said there was 5. There might have been 5. I don't know who the other one is though. Trotter, Swift, Harrison. Trotter, Swift, Harrison, Zacchaeus. I don't know who the other is. And anyway, the Bears able to get this one out to the 23-yard line. And now Caleb Williams, DeAndre Swift, DJ Moore, fantasy guy. I need him to come through tonight. Odunze, Komet, and all those guys. Looking to have a big night here, looking to prove that they are the reason the Bears could potentially make the playoffs this year. I have the Bears going 9-8 this season, so we'll have to see. 3 guys in the backfield. Williams to throw, and he throws this one in the flats, and getting a few yards there is Gerald Everett. And Caleb Williams, obviously the number 1 pick in the draft. He's the highest quarterback taken in team history, and the 2022 Heisman winner at USC. Not the best week against the Titans, under 50% passing, only 93 yards. Handoff to Swift, and he is taken down immediately in the backfield. That looked too easy. Daniel Hunter, the newest addition to that defensive line for the Houston Texans, and the Bears with a very quick 3rd down. And you just see Hunter here off the edge. He had that play scouted out, kind of stalked, waited for Swift. He knew he was trying to get to the outside. He knew he had the edge as well, and just able to make that tackle. 3rd and 12. Once again, 2 guys in the backfield, Homer and Swift. Caleb's got to get this off. Only has 2 seconds, and he does. He drops back here, has time, throws to the sideline. It's caught. Let's see if he got both feet down, and he did, that being the receiver, DeAndre Carter, and a 1st down here for Chicago. So they're able to convert there on the 3rd and 12, 3rd and long. And a nice throw here by Caleb Williams. You can't really ask for a better placed ball. Has to be right there on the sideline, not too inside, but not too on the outside, just placed just right in between the numbers. And now a pass here on the flats again to Carter, who breaks the tackle, able to get a 1st down and more, and is pushed out of bounds. So not a bad start here for the Chicago Bears offense, as they are moving pretty quickly. And Carter, you see him again, just showing himself in the flats and able to make a play. I mean, you see the missed tackle by Derek Stingley Jr. He over pursues, didn't stay on the outside shoulder, just stayed on the inside shoulder, and that is what caused him to miss that tackle. You have to be fundamentally sound. You just can't run with him. You got to break down and make the tackle. Didn't do that there. Williams, he will hand it off. And Swift, he has not had a good start, taken down in the backfield again. Not a good start for the Bears' newest addition, as the Texans really have this running game figured out. I find this guy so cool. This guy, Henry Tuo. Like, I don't know how you pronounce that name. They must just have like a whole meeting in the announcers booth just how to pronounce that. Like, that's a cool ass name. I can't even lie. Williams in the shotgun, trip set on the left. He will throw, and he is under pressure. He's able to get this one on the outside to Swift, and that'll bring up 3rd down as Tuo was able to make the tackle. And you see Williams here just under a lot of pressure. There's an extra man on the rush. All 5 offensive linemen not really doing a good job. They're really, they're giving Williams just enough time, and you would like to see him get a little bit more time there in the pocket. But he does a great job under pressure with the defensive lineman in his face, and he makes a play. He's 4 for 4 for 36 yards, so he's definitely on pace to break 96 yards passing. 3rd and 2, Komet in the backfield. And a fake to Swift. Williams to throw. Has time over the middle. Caught. And a 1st down. DJ Moore. He gets past the 30. And the Chicago Bears with a 1st down. That was an RPO play right there. And you just see Williams cool in the pocket. Didn't panic when nobody was immediately open. Some things rookies make a mistake of doing. They kind of just panic there when no one's immediately open. But not Caleb Williams. Makes the throw over the middle. And obviously DJ Moore, one of the best receivers in the NFL, making a play. Williams under center. Carter in motion. Here's a handoff. Swift. He finally makes it past the line of scrimmage, but only gets about 2 there. So 2nd and 8 coming up. And Caleb Williams 5 for 5 so far. We're 55 yards passing, so not a bad start on this drive. The Bears are in field goal range. They're at the 24-yard line. 2nd and 8 coming up. Williams hands off to Swift again, and he is tackled at the line of scrimmage. This Texans run defense has been great to start this game. Al-Shahir has gotten in the backfield on almost every play. And Shane Waldron, he's the new offensive coordinator for the Bears. He was the offensive coordinator for 3 seasons with the Seattle Seahawks. And he's obviously come over here to Chicago to try to help the Bears make a playoff push, help the rookie Caleb Williams. It's now 3rd and 9. Carter in motion. And now Williams will throw. He drops back. Under pressure, and he is going to be sacked. The pressure finally gets to Caleb Williams. Al-Shahir on the sack, and Will Anderson as well. And the Bears will be forced to kick a field goal. And the Bears' offensive line not doing a great job protecting Caleb Williams, not winning their one-on-one matchups. And Al-Shahir realizes that the edge is open. He doesn't go through the A-gap. He just runs around, able to make the play. Will Anderson in there as well. And Santos on to kick this field goal. He was 92% from field goals last year. This one from 53. And now good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and the kick is off the crossbar and good. Bit of a scare there for the Chicago Bears, but they are able to tie it. It is 3-3 with 3:51 remaining in the first quarter. I think that was a rhyme. Scare for the Chicago Bears. Yeah, that was a good one. Look at me go. We're all tied here in H-Town. I mean, the offensive line is just not doing a good job. They're getting on pass blocking, they're just not they're just getting moved back. The pressure's in Caleb Williams' face every single play. And even on the edge, these guys they might not be getting past there, but if he tries to escape the pocket, they're going to easily get off their block and make a sack. So he can't even escape the pocket. So there's a problem there. So I don't know. They got to get this pressure out of his face. So anyway, streams this week. I actually should probably put out something about streams this week. I'll make a tweet right now. What's today? The 15th? And tomorrow's the Eagles. All And now the Bears will kick off. Listen, I still will say it, and I think Mad Dog Russo, he said the same thing I did on first take. Make it at the 40 or something if they kick it, if there's a touchback. These guys don't care if it's 5 yards or more. Like, I would kick it in the end zone every single time. I honestly wouldn't care. I wouldn't want to return. And we are going to get one here, though. As Robert Woods, he gets past the 30 and drops his shoulder and is down, but his phone's probably going to be brought back because of a penalty. Thursday is the 19th. It's the Patriots are at away, I think, on that day. Jets. Yeah, this is going to be holding on the return team. Hashtag Thursday Night Football. That's what, an 8:15 start, 8:20 start, I think. And that was on Boyd on the return. And yeah, that's an 8:15. All right, so here's Stroud. He drops back to pass, throws it over the middle, and that's caught. A first down for Nico Collins. And a quick start here for the Houston Texans. No UFC. Yeah, nothing. Okay, so I'm just doing football this week. And here's a handoff to Mixon, and he gets around 3 there. I mean, Mixon, I think I have a bet on Mixon to get higher than 60 rushing yards, something like that, 66 rushing yards. Stroud will throw, and now this one's tipped in the air on the screen. It's incomplete. If the Bears would have noticed that ball was in the air, they probably could have gotten an interception, but it'll be incomplete. I always post on the CR7 podcast Instagram my stream schedule. Because my Instagram is kind of like a personal sort of thing. It's not like personal sort of thing. It's a public Instagram, but like I don't really like do my work on there. 3rd and 7. Stroud the throw. He drops back, has time over the middle, caught. Nico Collins. I'm not sure if he got the first down. If he just would have put his shoulder down and just ran forward, he would have had the first down. No way he didn't know that that wasn't in his surroundings. And we'll see what the Texans do as they are around the 50. And 4th down, looks like they're going to go for it. Power I formation. Fake. Stroud throws. Caught. First down and more. Cade Stover, the tight end. And the Texans in business. Good call there from Houston. Obviously, I would have downed it if it didn't work and just say, why don't you give it to Mixon? You're sort of a power back, but the Bears do have a decent run defense. So it probably was the right call for the Houston Texans. Put the ball in the hands of your offensive rookie of the year, CJ Stroud. That was a gain of 18 there on the play by the backup tight end Stover. Jordan here in motion. So you got 2 extra tight ends out there. Here's a fake, and now an end around to Tank Dell. Has a blocker in front. Dell with a first down or more inside the 20, inside the 15, down at around the 14, 13-yard line. Tank Dell, haven't heard his name today. As we go into the final stages here of the fourth quarter, the Texans only need to run one more play, saying the clock moves after it. Great job there by Stover, able to make a block. And Tank Dell just having trust in his blocker to make that play. That is a sign of a really confident and well-organized offense here by the Houston Texans. You just know that they really trust each other. And he made a great block there on Stevenson, blocking on the outside, making sure Dell had that inside to run. And here's Mixon here. And he'll gain around 2 as we get to the end of the first quarter. This game is tied at 3. Oh, there's a flag down here to end this play. So we'll see what the flag is, and then we'll end the quarter. Headphones coming out for the first time today because I actually don't really know what this flag's about. I didn't really see any holding or anything. Maybe this is an after the play thing. Unsportsmanlike conduct, yeah. On the offense. Number 12, that's being Nico Collins. So the down will count. It'll be second down. What was the on this? Well, Stevenson put his hand in his face, and then Nico just kind of slapped it. Only call something on Collins there. So that ends the first quarter. We are all tied at 3, but the Texans in business. But after that penalty, could cost them something. I don't know. I think it should have been on both guys. But you're telling me they wouldn't have called a penalty if Collins, they wouldn't call a penalty on Stevenson if Collins wouldn't have done anything? I think that's wrong. Because they only threw the penalty when Collins retaliated. That's the problem. That's not a double standard right there. I don't see. I'm gonna look at this replay with this unsportsmanlike conduct. I don't agree with that. I just don't agree. Oh my god! Now I'm actually seeing the cut. Oh my god! The cut from last night in that prelim fight. Oh my god! That is the worst cut in UFC history. That is the worst cut in UFC history. It was a great card yesterday. I was pretty cranky because of the Sean O'Malley fight. I think I was cranky because I was just streaming for 4 hours, and I was just literally for like almost 4 hours straight. I was just constantly talking, and I think I just got too cranky. Like I was getting like so frustrated during the O'Malley fight because he would just kept getting taken. I think after the Shevchenko fight, I was kind of pissed off because like that was a terrible fight, and I couldn't really commentate it for like 25 minutes. But yeah, I realized now like I was so cranky with that fight, and I just had to go to bed. I still haven't filmed my Eagles video. I got to do that. Don't know when that's getting done. Maybe just save it for tomorrow. Anyway, 2nd and 24 coming up. Now the Texans all the way at the 28-yard line. See if what they do here. Stroud will throw. Has time. Throws over the middle. Caught. First down. Nico Collins. He'll get into the end zone for a touchdown, but there is a flag, and Collins now. A little bit of an extra roughness there on Jalen Johnson. But let's see if this is coming back. The flag was in the middle of the field, so I'm not sure what happened. Illegal hands to the face. Defense. So this touchdown will stand. And the Houston Texans score the first touchdown of the game. And Stevenson, who was on Collins earlier with that unnecessary or with that unsportsmanlike conduct, I mean, just right in the middle of the field there, nobody picks up Nico Collins, and that's a problem right there. Someone's got to pick him up. And yeah, you see the hands to the face after 5 yards, and someone's got to pick up Nico Collins. That's the safety's job. That's Jalen Johnson, Kevin Byard. Somebody's got to pick him up when they see him open in the middle of the field. They kind of just waited and stayed put and waited for him to come to them. And you can't do that because when he's got the momentum, he can break those tackles. And the field goal is good, so it's 10-3 now. Nico Collins able to get a bit of revenge there on Stevenson, and he was a little hyped after that. After that play, we'll see how Caleb Williams and company can answer. So 5 seconds in the in the second quarter, we already have a touchdown. So hopefully for us fans, this should be an exciting first quarter or second quarter. Why do I keep saying first? I don't know. Yeah, definitely Stevenson regretted it. I'm looking at that now. He definitely regretted that play. He got some karma there. Oh, the spear has actually been added to the UFC. Has actually been added to the UFC 5. That's cool. I haven't played UFC 5 in like a month or something. Here's a kickoff from Fairbairn, and this one looks like it'll go in the back of the end zone, and it'll just be a touchback. I actually like the end zone, like the white in the end zone for the Texans. I think that's pretty cool. And week 1, Caleb Williams. I guess they're talking about his snap to throw time was not that good. 4 seconds. Not that good. I guess they're saying tonight it's a little bit better. 247. I mean, Caleb Williams is playing good. I can't say he isn't. Last week, I mean, I guess it was just pressure. I don't know, but he looked good this week. He's looking good so far. I can't down him at all. I don't even want to hate on him. I don't dislike him at all. And here's an end around to DJ Moore. Tries to get the sideline, but I don't even think he got a yard. He might have gotten a yard, but that's about it. I have DJ Moore on fantasy, and he is not looking the greatest so far. And I'm already down by like 40 because Christian McCaffrey's out. My running backs are terrible. 2nd and 10. And this pass caught on the sideline by Romo Dunze. That'll bring up 3rd down. I'll be honest. I just say put the ball in the hands of Caleb Williams. He's making throws. If your receivers seem like when they get outside the numbers, Williams is making those throws. They're getting open when you're throwing on the out routes and stuff like that. I mean, Williams has not thrown an incomplete pass so far. I would keep it in the hands of him. With these short passes seem to be working. I'd continue with this. until he starts showing signs that, he's maybe a bit tired or something. And Williams to throw, he pump fakes, he's under heavy pressure, and he's just going to have to throw it away. That wasn't his fault. That was the offensive line. That was absolutely terrible. So 3-and-out for the Bears, and they will have to kick to the Texans. And the offensive line for the Bears has been their downfall, as they have just not been able to protect Caleb Williams for the duration of this game so far. I'd like to see a replay of that because the pressure was just in his face from the get-go. Sims here on the return. We'll see if he can get an opportunity. Looks like he's going to call for a fair catch, and he catches it around the 23-yard line. So CJ Stroud and company back onto the field, not just like 2 minutes after, not even. They just scored a touchdown. Still 10-3, 13:33 remaining here in the second quarter. The offensive line's got to do better for Chicago. I mean, Caleb Williams is throwing the ball well. He's not making any mistakes. He's made every single throw other than that because he had to throw it away or he would have got sacked. Every single throw was good. Every throw is accurate. Every throw is right on the money. I can't knock Caleb. Even when he's under pressure, some throws are on the money. Like that one play, the slant to DJ Moore on third down early in the first when they got the field goal. I mean, he made the play. He's been making plays. You can't deny that. And I think that the offensive line is their fault. They haven't been able to help with the run game either. Swift's done terrible so far because the offensive line has not been able to protect. I mean, the Texans' offensive line looks great. I can't even deny. Stroud has gotten so much time in the pocket. Might have to just do a quick Eagles video after the stream at 11 something. Hopefully this game can end a little quickly because I'd like to get this video in. I don't want to have to do it when I come home tomorrow. Because then I got to stream as well and obviously work and stuff like that. Phillies only get a 1-round 7. Yeah, the Phillies very interesting series against the Mets. I believe they did lose the series, but they did get to 90 wins. I think the injuries are a big problem. This is Alex Boehm's first game back, and Harper's banged up. Schwarber's banged up a bit. And a lot of guys been banged up this, at the end of the season. Hopefully they get a bit healthier because, these young guys are really good too. This Cal Stevenson's looking good. Weston Wilson's pretty good. Cody Clemens is looking good after some past years of a lack of good play, I guess you could say. Our 1st and 10 here. So Stroud starts out under center. Collins in motion. Now they're going into a power I formation. Hand off to Mixon, and he will go absolutely nowhere. He is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Bless me. So now 2nd down coming up. But I feel like that's kind of odd to say, but I feel like I'm one of the only people to sneeze in class or something like that. I don't know. I feel like nobody else sneezes when I'm in a classroom. It's just always me. I don't know why. 2nd and 10. Stroud will throw. Drops back. Had the pressure in his face, and that pass incomplete. Going for Mixon. Jalen Johnson on the coverage there, and it'll bring up a quick 3rd down. I don't know. Stephon Diggs was. mm. I feel like people are overreacting with Stephon Diggs, talking about like how he gets angry if the ball doesn't come to him, and he's trying to be a leader on the sideline. Like they're trying to show that I feel like they're trying to show it in a negative way. Like I think he's just trying to be a leader. Like people can't yell. And now Stroud going for Stephon Diggs, and he makes the catch. I think he got both feet down, and the officials say he did, and a first down for Houston. All leaders yell on the sideline, like they try to get their team fired up. Like they're trying to show that in a negative way. Great job there by Diggs. He gets Stevenson on his back and just makes a nice play there. And there's a whistle, timeout, or maybe a review we're gonna get. I think we might get a review. Yeah, we're getting a review here. I think he made the catch. Let's see. One toe drag, secures it. That's a catch. One toe drag, ball never comes loose. He holds it with one hand, so that's clearly in possession. The Bears challenged it. I think that's a catch. He didn't tuck it. He had the ball. Now, obviously, you're always taught to tuck it. He's not now. I would like to say stupidly, he should have tucked it instead of palming it with one hand. But that's a catch. The ball never came loose. Honestly, with the Bears challenging it, I get the Texans have momentum and all. I mean, I don't really like the challenge because I think he made the catch. He obviously got both feet down. I think they're just trying to say that he bobbled it, which I don't personally believe, but it is what it is. I don't think this challenge should be too long. Yeah, everybody on Twitter saying this is a stupid challenge, which I can be inclined to agree. Notre Dame faces Miami, Ohio. Iowa and Minnesota. Listen, Notre Dame, it can only be the team that has a terrible run defense because Riley Leonard is not good. I'm telling you right now. Yeah, this is a first down. Yeah, first down, Houston. That was a stupid challenge. All right. Here's Stroud under heavy pressure, escapes the pocket, being chased. He throws on the run. Caught! Nico Collins. What a throw there by CJ Stroud. Gee, Mani. I don't know how he did that. Look at this. Off the edge, Baker unblocked. Mixon doesn't really block him at all. Gosh. And you see Taylor as well chasing him down, taking him down as he makes the throw. And he's still able to get it to Nico Collins, who has 4 catches for 70 yards and a touchdown. Handoff to Mixon. and he runs into his own lineman and only gains about a yard. He talks to Patterson there, trying to get that all figured out. Second down coming up. CJ Stroud is that dude. I'll tell you that much. Montez Sweat comes out of the game. 2nd and 9 coming up here for the Houston Texans. Nico Collins also taking a bit of a break. Let's see if they do another handoff here. Tank Dell in the backfield. And they're going to do a handoff to Dell. He's going to cut inside. Only gain about a few there. I'll bring up 3rd down. Houston is, I'd say, in field goal range. Third and 6 coming up. And Stroud has a trip set on his left. Diggs at an island one-on-one. He will throw. Under pressure, throws. Caught. Diggs reaching for the 1st down. Did he get it? Let's see where they mark him. I don't think they're going to give it to him. It's 4th down. Referee comes over to talk, and let's see what the Texans do here. I would think you wouldn't think you want to challenge this, as it's probably not worth it. Let's see. Did he ever? I don't know. That could be a 1st down. I don't think he ever stepped out. And it looks like he gets the ball across. Well, I don't think he ever stepped out. I think that's possibly a 1st down. I don't know. If maybe you should challenge it if you're Houston, because he does get the ball across, but I don't think he ever stepped out. Yeah, they're going to challenge that. As I agree with this challenge. I don't think he ever stepped out. So we'll see our 2nd challenge here of the game, but this one coming from Houston. I think that's a 1st down. He gets the ball across clearly, but he never stepped out. I think it's a 1st down. We'll see if the referees disagree with my opinion, though, as I'm not a referee. Though at this point, I probably could be. I will admit, the referee job is very hard, but if you are but if you got to make those calls on the, you got to make those calls on the fly. I don't know if I could do that. I can't handle that type of pressure. Jeez. Saints offense has scored on every single possession they've had this year, and they play Philly next week, so I'm a little scared. I get they played against Carolina, but Harrison came back this week. Now there's a whole thing about the Chiefs lineman on that pass interference play with the Bengals. Apparently there was hands to the face or a face mask or whatever. Some people agree, some people don't. Is this a 1st down? What are they calling this? I don't feel like putting the headphones on. I'm too lazy for that. Actually, I will do it anyway. I guarantee you once I turn up this volume. So they're moving it 6 inches more, but they lose the challenge because they were challenging if it was a first down or not. I'm surprised Houston's not going for this. 47-yard attempt though for Fairbairn. Kick is up. Kick is good, but I think that was a first down. I can't lie. I honestly thought they were going to call it a first down. Anyway, Houston extends their lead by 10. It's 13-3 with 9:55 remaining in the first half. We'll see if Caleb Williams and company can answer when we come back. I really got to start writing the numbers down of the kick returners and all because I don't actually have it down. I just write down the names for them. I write down the numbers for everybody. Like, this is what I have. This is what I do. I just write down like the roster list. For the Eagles, I don't because for some reason I just know like every number of the starters. Really, I think Devin White's 45. I haven't seen him play yet, but I also know from the preseason. And obviously, I know they're returning Eagles, so it's not that bad. Most starting quarterbacks since 2016. Browns at 15, Commanders at 14, and the Broncos and Bears tied at 13. So. And I'm not sure what's taking us so long to get this done. Can we just kick the ball off and play some ball here? Like, the referees are just. I don't know. So 9:55 remaining here in the first half. I don't know. I feel like this half has been quick, but not quick at the same time. And this will be a touchback. So Caleb Williams and company back on the field. As I mentioned earlier, the offensive line has been the biggest problem here for the Bears so far. So hopefully for them, they have that part figured out and they just maybe have the ability to design some plays to, I don't know, get the ball off quicker because it seems like on most of these plays, Williams is holding on to the ball quick, like for a little bit. And these plays are designed to get him out of the pocket. But I just have to get the ball out quicker. It's a handoff to Swift, and Swift finally with his biggest carry of the game. That's around 8 yards. And a good start there for the Bears on offense, as they definitely needed that. DeAndre Swift, he signed a 3-year deal with Chicago as they go and hurry up offense here, so I'm not going to talk about Swift. It's actually a 7-yard gain there for Swift. Handoff again to him, and he will be marked around a yard short of the first down. So Chicago has a chance to possibly go 3 and out again, saying they don't get this here. Third down, and they're continuing at this hurry up. If they don't get this on third down, that'll be really sad. So 3rd and inches, Houston looks like they're going to send their guys, and Williams just going to take it himself. I don't think he got there. He definitely did not. Nope, 4th down. Wow. Just wow. I don't know. What do you do? Do you go for it? I mean, Houston scored on every single. I think what they've scored on every single possession. I think. Let's see. Maybe they'll try and draw them off sides. Offense stays on the field. I don't know. I feel like the recommendation says go for it. I don't know. Momentum is not put into stats. They do snap it, and I think they got. I don't know. This is really close. That was Herbert. I don't know. That's close. Forward progress. Does forward progress give him it? I don't know. I don't know because his back was in there. I don't know. They're gonna give it to him. Well, you better snap this, Caleb, before they challenge it. And I don't know why he's changing the play. You're giving them a chance to challenge this here. I don't know why what you're doing here. I would run the play before they get any other ideas. First down, and Williams will throw. This one caught by Carter, and he's trying to break a tackle, but gets brought down there at the last second. It's now second down. If I was Williams, I just would have ran the play because you gave him way too much time to think about that. I honestly think that could have been called. Now, obviously, there has to be enough evidence. I'm not sure if that was enough evidence, but I mean, come on. Run the play, man. 2nd and 4 coming up. Carter has had a pretty good game so far. I think he's gotten the most receptions and most yards for any other receiver on the team. Here's a fake. Williams will throw. He's going to try to dump it off to Swift, but throws it way too low, and that's third down. And the Bears had a first down there. They had some blockers in front of them. Most of the defensive line was rushing Williams. They didn't really notice the screen. That would have been a first down and possibly a lot more for the Bears if Williams would have made that throw. The Bears on third downs that are 4 to 6 yards, they are 0 for 1. Trying to change that here. They have Homer in the game. Carter moving in the slot, one-on-one coverage. And it's a delay of game. Unless the Bears use their timeout. And it looks like they used it. And the Bears used their second timeout of the half before this third down. So they will talk this over, avoid the penalty. And with 6:58 remaining here in the second quarter, the Bears trying to stay in this game. Because if you give the ball back to Houston with the momentum that they have had, I mean, it's not going to be good. Third and 4. Looks like the same formation, just different personnel. Caleb trying to draw him off sides. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to do so. And that might be a false start there on Chicago, and I think it is. That is the one thing you couldn't do. You wasted a penalty. You could have just, at that point, you should have just taken the delay of game if you thought that would have happened. The false start on Chicago. That is one thing you just can't do. The offensive line has been costing them the whole game, and now you just move them back 5 yards. That was right there, the right tackle on the penalty. That is just a mistake you cannot make. 3rd and 9 coming up. Williams to throw under pressure, trying to escape the pocket. Williams just dancing around, and he's staying on his feet. Now he's brought down. Another sack for the Houston defense. And the Bears will be forced to punt. Derek Barnett on the sack there. And just the Houston defense sending a lot of guys at Williams, and he probably should have escaped right instead of going up the middle. I guess he just saw Barnett and didn't want to test it, but I think he definitely should have went around the end there instead of going up the middle. But that's the second sack of the game for the Texans, and the Bears will have to punt it away. So you got your penalty, wasted a timeout, and all that just to punt it away. And a catch here by Sims, but he goes out of bounds. with it on the catch. And 6:01 remaining here. I think there's a bit of a confrontation. 6:01 remaining. It's still 13-3. The Texans now with a chance to add even more onto their lead. Trent McDuffie, we know that what he's about, and we just do our job to the point where you mess him up. Just not getting him the ball, I feel, is his biggest thing for us to get into his head. So he's saying that they got into his head, and that's the reason. Okay. I don't really know if that's the reason, but it could be. Just he gets pissed off and not getting the ball. I mean, we've seen some receivers get pissed off because of that. Like, I guess you could say Stephon Diggs, who's in this game. So I don't know. He could be right. I mean, how could you know what is pissing off? How could you know what's pissing off Jamar Chase? Like, you're not Jamar Chase. I guarantee he doesn't talk to him. So I don't know. So let's see. I got some bets on today's game. Let's see if these are going well. So I have Stroud to pass under 270 passing yards. That's not looking good so far. I have DJ Moore to get over 59.5 passing yard or receiving yards. That's probably going to be under, but I need that there. I need Stephon Diggs anytime touchdown. I need CJ Stroud two plus passing touchdowns. That looks like it could happen. Now this one's just, I mean, the Caleb Williams rushing touchdown. They have a possible Madden 25 giveaway, and I just bet on it just because why the hell not? You get it if it's not likely, but if it hits, then you get a chance to win Madden 25. And then I have the Texans winning tonight's game. And then tomorrow I have some bets: Bijan Robinson to get over 64.5 rushing yards, and Hurts to get over 237.5 passing yards. So hopefully, I could have gotten Nico Collins to go over 66.5 receiving yards. I didn't even know that was a stake. I would have went over. After the week he had last week, I was sure hell's went over. Here's Mixon, and he's trying to just bounce around here and gets taken down in the backfield. He loses around 2 there. The Bears sent the pressure. That was Brisker there on the tackle in the backfield. 2nd and 12 coming up. And I guess Stroud got mic'd up. Second and 12. Stroud will throw, gets it in the backfield to Mixon, and he will be marked around 4 yards short of the first down. Houston might go 3 and out here, which I'm sure they do not want. The Bears with a chance to get the Texans off the field as their offense has been pretty good to start out this game. It's going to be 3rd and 4 coming up. We're under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. And Houston going to be looking for Nico Collins, Stephon Diggs. They've went to Diggs a few times on 3rd down. So we'll see if they go to him again. Diggs in motion. Johnson pressing on him. Diggs back inside. It looks like they might go to him. But Stroud is going to be sacked before he can get the ball off. That was Edmonds there who gets the bag. And the Texans will go 3 and out. And the Bears probably with a good chance to get good field position here and maybe a chance to score and get back into this game. And you see Edmonds here just coming through the middle. You didn't know if he was going to back up or not in coverage, but a great job by TJ Edwards. Edwards is being blocked by the running back Oga Unbwale, and he kind of takes out the guy who's blocking Edmonds. And Edwards kind of realizes that he can take out the lineman, and Edmonds able to get around and make the sack. So a great heads-up play there by TJ Edwards. And the Bears going to let this one bounce. It's inside the 50, and the not a good punt there from Houston. This one might be on the Texans' 45-yard line, and it will. So great field position here for Chicago. There's a domino effect. Oh, yeah, the Bears. Week 2022, the Bears got the number 1 pick, and Texans got that 2nd pick, but that pick was then traded to the Panthers, and they got 5 starters out of that. And then the Houston, obviously, they drafted Stroud, and then they got Will Anderson, number 3 overall. So that 2022 draft really made a difference, or 2023, whatever the hell, 2022, yeah. Williams to throw, has time, just dumps it off here to Swift, and Swift puts his shoulder down and gets a few yards. Solid gain there on first down for Chicago. They have a great opportunity here. Still not that much protection for Caleb Williams in the pocket. Second and 3. Williams 9 for 11, 74 yards passing. Hand off to Swift, and he will be tackled at the line of scrimmage. And the run defense for the Bears still lacking tonight, as the Texans have had their number in that category the entire game. I think Swift's longest rush is about 7 or 8 yards. 3rd and 3 coming up for the Bears offense. They really only have to run one more play before the 2-minute warning. We'll see if they keep this ball in the air to keep the clock moving. And they got to get to the line of scrimmage here. They might have to use their final timeout. Yeah, Caleb Williams saying, let's go, hurry up, get to that line. And I think he realizes he's got to get this off, and he does. He will throws this one, caught. DJ Moore gets past the 30 and pushed out of bounds. The Bears needed that, and a first down for Chicago. And you see J.J. Moore there, just a little whiff route. Whew, nice move there, one-on-one, wins the whiff. Obviously, Stingley didn't get out of his break in time. I think he just thought it was a crossing route, which honestly I probably would have thought too. And the 2-minute warning is upon us. The Bears have the ball on the 27. And with 2 minutes to go, the Texans lead 13-3. We'll see if Chicago can close the gap on the lead there. Or on this drive. I don't know. I feel like that keep throwing the football. I mean, the run game is just not working. I'm sorry to say, but the run game is just not working. I think that this ball's got to keep going through the air, man. One of the play calls today, 13Z for boat for the. That is. Listen. I know some plays like they obviously have meanings. Like I'm not going to reveal what the prep has as their plays, but I just kind of remember like some of the calls and like and kind of their meanings behind it. But that was some of the weirdest stuff. The only thing I understood was ex post in that. Like some of this stuff is just odd. I don't know. Some NFL play calls can get really odd. Like I remember when Jared Goff was saying like Ric Flair, Barack Obama. Like I thought that was really odd. I guess nothing's off limits in a Sean McVay offense. And as we know, no coach's challenge is allowed in the last few minutes. There's Keenan Allen, who is out today. The Bears not happy to lose him, but they're going to have to go on without him. First and 10. Here's a pretty high pass to Gerald Everett, and he'll be taken down. I think he lost a little bit of yards there, maybe a yard or half a yard, but nonetheless, it'll be second down. Bears only have one timeout remaining. Texans have two. Who gets the ball in the second half? I think the Bears do. Saw Will Anderson there. He even came off the edge. I think he was supposed to drop in coverage, but a great job there. And you see a great job by the Houston corners. They don't let Everett get to the outside. And I think Everett realizes this, cutting on the inside, but Will Anderson making a nice heads-up play. See the speed as well from Will Anderson, able to make that play as we spoke. And Williams over the middle, caught, not getting too much there, as the backup running back Khalil Herbert. And third down coming up, I assume a timeout taken by the Texans. And they will use their second timeout here of the half. The Tua, whatever the hell his name is, made the tackle. See, that's what you got to do. Play your assignment. Some guys just try to lurk and like think they can jump in and make the interception, and then the running back ends up breaking the tackle. Great play there from Tua, whatever the hell his name is, trying to, he gets in there, he realizes his assignment's the back, and he gets in there and he makes the play. The rookie last year was fourth in tackles amongst rookies with 57. So maybe a future star for this offense, or for defense, for the Texans coming up, and maybe in a few years. And third and 9, DJ Moore in motion. Get him on an out route, because you see the single high safety. I don't think he'll drop, and this is going to be a false start here. Again, the offensive line costing Chicago. Good thing they're in field goal range, because this would be a disaster if they weren't. Right again. That's his second false start penalty. And he's really helping out this Texans defense. God, the rushing yards really different. You see that the Texans have 70 and or 40, and the Bears have like 7. Let's see who's really has the lead here in this first half. 3rd and 14. Williams drops back. He throws over the middle. That's a tough throw, and a penalty flag going to be thrown. He went to Carter inside the 5, and Bullock there, the safety. The safety, is going to be charged with a pass interference, and this will put the Bears inside the 5. They went to Carter. You see Bullock. He didn't really know. There was 2 receivers there. Williams could have went to either or Moore or Carter, but you see Bullock just running into him before the ball gets there. He knocks him over. I don't think it was a flop. I don't even think Carter knew he was behind him. But pass interference from the rookie. And he just got a little overzealous there. A little over anxious, and that's the fourth penalty from Houston. First and goal, 107 remaining. Now on the 6 yard line. I thought they were going to be inside the 5, but I guess the penalty was at the 6. And now a handoff to Swift, and I think it's going to be a false start. Something looked off there on that play. I don't want to say anything, but something looked off. False start again on Chicago. That's their third false start penalty. This time on Mercedes Lewis, the third string tight end. Just something looked off on that play. I don't know. I couldn't really. Yeah, definitely. Just jumped a little before. D'Amico Ryan. So Mercedes Lewis was. D'Amico Ryans and Mercedes Lewis was taken in the same draft, and it's crazy that Lewis is still playing and Ryans is the coach. And now Williams, he's going to take it himself up the middle, and Williams is going to get down to the 2 yard line. So the Bears able to get closer than where they started, but they will not have this down here. No, not. They're going to have 2 or 3 opportunities, depending on what they decide to do, saying they don't get a touchdown in these next 2 plays. 43 seconds remaining. Just trying to hurry up here, Chicago. Second and goal from the 2. Fake into the end zone. It is incomplete. Going for Odunze was Williams. Ball was off the hands of Odunze. Honestly, that was a bit high. That wasn't the greatest throw by. I get why he made that type of throw, but it's just you just don't really throw a slant you don't throw a slant you don't throw a lob on a slant. I get why he threw it like that because there was a defender in front of him, and Lassitier was had the advantage, but you just don't make that throw. Here is a handoff to Herbert. And he is in for the touchdown. The Chicago Bears capitalize with the good field. What do you call it? Position. Off the bad punt from Houston. 8 plays, 49 yards, 3:10 taken off the clock. And you see, this was a bit of an option here. Williams could have taken it himself, but he decided to give it to Herbert. He saw that the end was clear, only one defender there, and a great job by Caleb Williams to notice that Herbert was clear to get take the ball to get to the end zone. And now here is Santos for the PAT, and it is good. So it is now a 3-point game here in Houston. It is 13-10 with 32 seconds remaining in the first half. The Bears take advantage of the field position and capitalize on it. They are back in this one in H-Town. My fantasy team is so screwed because my running backs are terrible because Mostert's injured. Jeff Wilson is just terrible. McCaffrey's hurt. Watson did absolutely nothing today. DJ Moore he has 6 points. Freiermuth with 7. Lockett only had 2 catches. Mahomes 2 picks. I mean, just terrible. Ryan's taunting me. That ass. And then my backup quarterback, Herbert, got hurt or was examined or something. I don't know. My other league, I'm not doing bad. I don't think I have any guys playing. I think I have Hurtson playing tomorrow. Sam damn Laporta, bro. This guy's actually pissing me off. I'm going to lose this week, too, because of CMC. I got to play. Tyler Aguilar is my starting running back tomorrow. I don't even have Jordan Mason available. I might have to get Oh, come on. Like, this is terrible. Until CMC comes back, my team is, like, completely handicapped. Unless Hurts has some great game tomorrow. Like, Kelsey, 1.6 points. 60 points. Zay Flowers had a good game, 91 yards, touchdown. Chris Godwin was like one of the best receivers in fantasy this week. But Kelsey and Laporta, they were supposed to be my top tier duo. I should have just put in JSN, who had 23 points. I might just put him in at my flex next week. Because it's obvious that Kelsey's not getting the job done. Laporta's not getting the job done. Likely, who's my backup tight end, didn't even have a good week. He had 4.6 points. I am screwed. Until CMC comes back, I am screwed. This is going to be a touchback. 32 seconds remaining. Flag on the play. I'm not drafting CMC next year. It's the Madden curse. He's on IR. Like, it's unbelievable. A false start on the kickoff. Who the hell false starts on a kickoff? Illegal formation. Of course it's illegal formation. So this will be placed on the 35 because of the illegal formation. I don't know how you illegally form on the... Oh, I guess he just moved? I guess... Oh, he moved before he caught it. That makes sense. Now the Texans, I don't know. Do you think they have a chance? I mean, I don't really see how they have much of a chance. 32 seconds, one timeout. Let's see if they can see what they do here on this play. Just a check down. And staying in bounds. Well, now trying to get out. I think he was in bounds. He was. That is going to be the running back, Ogambole. And 18 seconds. I think Houston just used their final timeout of the half. Bears obviously don't want anything behind them. And now you see the quarterback comparison here tonight. Pretty equal here on passing attempts. I mean, and percentage-wise. Stroud leading in passing yards, 157 to 91. Stroud has a touchdown, no picks. Williams has been sacked 2 times. Stroud only once. I mean, Williams isn't playing bad. It's just that the thing with the offensive line, it's forcing him to get rid of the ball quicker, which I'm not saying don't get rid of the ball quick, but his receivers can't get further downfield because that's obviously going to take more time to get rid of the football. And he just doesn't have time for that because of the offensive line. And Houston's also setting the blitz too. No timeouts remaining for Houston. Stroud alone in the backfield. They're going to have to go to the sideline here. Everybody's been given inside leverage. Stroud to the sideline, incomplete. Was going for Tank Dell, and second down. You might just have to go to the middle of the field and then quickly spike it. You have 17 seconds. That if you get about 10 yards, then you can possibly get there and just attempt a field goal because they're not going to give you the sideline. They're going to give you inside leverage every single time. So you might as well just do that at this point because, you're killing time if you try to go to the sideline here. Now it seems like they're giving them inside leverage or outside leverage. Stroud the throw, escaping the pocket, throws on the run. This one caught by Collins, one-handed. Did he catch it? He did. Nico Collins, what a catch with 9 seconds. Look at that, one-handed. Wow, barely. I don't know. Did he actually hold on? I don't know. Was that in bounds? I don't know. I don't know if he got that foot down. I don't think he got that second foot down. I think that's incomplete. They better get this off before there's a challenge, there's a review, and it looks like that's what's going to happen here. I know the Bears use their final timeout. They can't challenge it, so maybe they're just asking for a review. I don't think he caught this. I'm trying to look at that back foot, the foot that didn't touch origin. Let's see. That foot touches, but is it secured when that foot is down? Now that I look at it in slow motion and I look at that back foot, I guess you could say it's secure. Let's see. Well, let's see this back angle. Watch that back foot. Is it tucked? Kind of. That's so close, though. Now I'll say it's a catch, honestly. I think it's probably a catch now. Just because it looks like he brings it in, or he's, like, bringing it in. He has he, like, holding on to it. That's awfully close. It looks like he has it, like he's gripping it when he has his foot still on the ground, but he just doesn't fully bring it in. But it looks like it's secured, like even before he brings it in. Like there's no bobble or anything. Call stands. So yeah, I think now that I look at it, now that I saw it from the in slow motion, I think that that is a catch. And now this Texans here with a great chance to possibly get a field goal with just 32 seconds and one timeout. 9 seconds, got to stay in bound, or got to get out of bounds. Stroud will throw, can't take a sack, and he's just going to throw it away, I guess. And there's a flag now, so let's see. If this is on the Texans, that would not be good. Oh, false start, can't do that. So they will repeat first down. It was on Tunsil. So now you're going to have to get some yards here. And he barely moved. Like he just kind of moved his foot a little bit and he still got caught. Crazy. Just literally cannot move at all. The most in the NFL in false start penalties, that being Tunsil since 2016. That's crazy. We have a timeout here on the field. I'm not sure what the big deal is. All right. There's no timeouts remaining for Chicago. I don't think they used a timeout. Did they? No, I don't have a fantasy idea. First and 15, and the Bears just covering the entire sideline, and Stroud is just going to throw it away. Second and 15, they'll send it on the field goal unit. Fairbairn now with a 59-yard attempt. He made one from 56. This one is going to be a long one. One of the most accurate kickers in the league last year. A tough challenge here to end the half. It is good with 1 second remaining in the half. Fairbairn able to knock it through. He has 3 first half field goals. He really got some leg on that. I think that hit somebody in the face. Is there a problem with the play? Why do they keep looking at the different aspects of the play? It was a good field goal. I don't understand why are they put the headphones on. I guess they're just playing some I guess they're just I guess they were just showing some replays before the kick before we got to get on the field here. Not sure why they showed replays of that. It made me think something was wrong, but nonetheless, it's all good. And now this one will be returned actually by Chicago. See if they can get something out of this. Here's Carter, and they'll just get to the 25 as we go into halftime. The Houston Texans with a 6-point lead. They lead 16-10 as we go into the half. The Bears will receive the ball in the second half, and that is when I will be back. But I will actually take a second. All right. D'Amico Ryan's getting an interview. St. Joe's Prep game week, baby. They're in Maryland this week, actually, which I can't go to next Friday. I'll be at the game on the 5th October. Let me see what games I'm going to. I think I'm going to the 27th, the 5th, and the 11th. I don't think I'll be. I don't think I'll be like commentating, but I'll be there in some capacity. And then the 5th, we actually do a stream for the we do a stream for damn, I lost my train of thought. We do a stream for the I don't know if we're doing a stream for both Bad Blood and UFC 307. Have to see what time I get home at. Joe Mixon, top 5 hardest hitters in the league. Fred Warner, Zaire Franklin, Roquan Smith, Bobby Wagner, and Derwin James. Fred Warner, I mean, after that punch out against Brees Hall last week, I could definitely believe it. Notre Dame moved up in the AP poll. That's good. All right, chat. I will be right back. All right, so we're back now for the second half. Houston will be kicking off to Chicago. I was eating during halftime. Getting kind of hungry. This will go in the back of the end zone for a touchback. And back out onto the field, Caleb Williams and company. How much long does this have? 1:30, 1:48. Should probably go for another hour and a half. So the Bears are in this game. I believe they are. I think that the short field position gave them some momentum. It's not like they can't score. I think the short field position probably gave them some momentum for that drive. Like, okay, we can go score here. And it kind of backed Houston into a corner. Let's see if they can do it though from 70 yards. Let's see if they can go 70 to try and score. 3 guys in the backfield here with Caleb Williams, and he will throw. Has time, check down to Cole Kmet, and he'll only gain a few yards. Had all that time in the pocket and threw a check down. That's just, you can see the Bears receivers not really getting open. Second and 7 now coming up. Williams under center, Swift in the backfield. And Swift gets a carry, cuts inside, and gains around 5 there. All right. 3rd and 3. Only 22 rushing yards today for Chicago. Williams to throw. Escaping the pocket. He's going to heave this one up and overthrows DeAndre Carter. And now that'll bring up 4th down. Chicago forced to punt the ball away. And Carter with a good route. Had 2 guys on him. Williams just would have put a little less on that. And Carter would have had a 1st down. Bad throw there just by Williams. And the punt now from Chicago. Sims going to get a chance to return and is taken down at the 9-yard line by actually that wasn't by Blackwell. And Houston going to have to go 91 yards if they want a touchdown. 13:25 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Houston still up 16-10. I think that pass to Carter was just over his head. I mean, that stuff happens, but Williams got out of the pocket. He set his feet. He should be able to make that throw. That's on him there. And it's not like Carter didn't win the route. He did. I mean, it wasn't that tight of a window, in my opinion. I get he was on his back, and you can't really throw a bullet there, but you can. That's a doable pass. The ball was placed fine. It's just like, well, obviously it wasn't placed fine. It was in the right kind of area, but just too much on it. Too much to the side. It is what it is. See if the Bears defense can get a stop now. Houston now with a chance to take a 2-score lead here in the second half. Early in the second half, try to jump out to an early lead. Now, Joe Mixon, my man. I'm gonna need CJ Stroud to pass for another touchdown. I'm gonna need my man Joe Mixon to get some rushing yards here. I'd like to win some of these bets. I'd like to cash out on some bets that I made earlier because I didn't cash out on too many of the 4:00 games. Create and win 100 stakes. Kind of what the hell is this? I'm not doing that. So CJ Stroud, he just needs to go under. Just can't throw for 100 yards in this half. He threw for 173 last half. So hopefully he does not have the greatest half in the world. But I didn't throw a touchdown. DJ Moore, I need 24, 25 more receiving yards from you. And then I need, oh God, I need about like 50 more yards out of Joe Mixon. And I need Stephon Diggs to get a touchdown. I need Caleb Williams to get a rushing touchdown. I need CJ Stroud to throw another touchdown. And I need the Texans to win this ball game. So I need a lot to happen to cash out on all these bets. Let's start out here with the Joe Mixon thing. So Stroud, 14 for 19, 173 yards and a touchdown pass for him tonight. He starts from the 10-yard line. Nico Collins out in motion. Here's a toss to Mixon. He bounces to the outside and gets about 2 there. Run game not too good today for Houston. Could be better. The Bears has been a bit worse as the run defense for Houston has looked really good. That's 2 yards there for Mixon. As that'll bring up 2nd and 8. And we have an injury. One of the people who, like, I don't know what it's called, like, who hold like the glass, like, circular sort of thing. I don't know what they're called, but he got hit on that play. And those guys aren't really made to take those sort of hits, so hopefully he's all right. Let's see this kind of replay. So he held the like the first down, like, sort of thing. Oh no, wait, this is the guy who held the chain. He just tripped over the 30-yard marker. Well, nobody even hit him. So he just tripped and fell. That's a shame. We go to a break here after a very bizarre injury on the sideline. Thursday Night Football, Patriots, Jets. The Jets got a win earlier today over the Tennessee Titans, and then the Patriots lost to the Seattle Seahawks, but they did have a pretty good week against the Cincinnati Bengals. They got a win there. So we'll see who takes a somewhat lead, I guess you could say, in the NFC or the AFC East. As the Patriots, they're kind of rebuilding right now. The Jets are in win now mode, so they started out 1-1. So hopefully for them, they'll get the win and prove that they have some NFC East supremacy. The Bills have started off 2-0, which means they're definitely, on the trajectory to win the division because 2 is now hurt. He's probably going to be out for a couple games, which I doubt they win a lot, which is probably going to knock them back in the standings, which I don't know. This might not be a playoff year for the Miami Dolphins, which definitely would hurt if 2 is out for a considerable amount of games because I don't know. The concussion history has to be taken into account for Tua. He says he has no plans to retire, which, listen, I guess I mean, how much money do you really need? I mean, you've made with how much money you've made. The next 2 seasons with your guaranteed money, you'll get $93 million. You've eclipsed generational wealth. The next 5, 6 generations of your family is going to be set. Maybe even more. Like, your entire bloodline is pretty much set for a long time. So you don't need to play. And he has he's younger too, so, like, I don't know. I feel like it's not necessary, but If he believes this is good for him, he believes it's good for him. I can't judge him. I'm not going to tell someone when they should retire because obviously I can't do what they do, but, it is what it is. Well, actually, it's not really. It is what it is because you got to take into account this guy's health. I mean, Andrew Luck retired. He said it was the greatest thing that he ever did. And the man who was holding the change, he is a bit older, so falling over here is probably not the most ideal situation for him. Man, that's a shame. I think he hit his head too, which is just really sad to see. You don't want to see anybody go through that. Oh, I really hope he didn't hit his head, as that's gotta hurt. And medical staff helping him out. I guess suppose he'll get on the cart and be taken in for further evaluation. Looks like he gets on the stretcher here. I hope this guy's all right. So we're back now. 2nd and 9 coming up. Hopefully he'll get taken care of. Prayers up. And the rest. I guess that's why they have backup guys, just in case that happens. And he'll get wheeled away. Or carried away, whatever they're doing. I don't really know what he's on right now, but this could be a shift in momentum possibly for some team. Maybe the Houston Texans don't have as much momentum after that break because that was an extended break. That was about like 4 minutes right there. The Texans were just getting into their drive, and after the first play, there's a 4-minute stoppage, something around there, so 3-minute stoppage. So that's a pretty long stoppage when you just started your drive. So maybe the Texans aren't going to have as much momentum, or maybe it'll help their momentum. Maybe they will, drive down the field now. Maybe they needed that sort of play to regroup after just gaining a yard there on their first play. Claps from the Bears sideline as the man gets moved off the field, the chain holder, whatever you want to call him. 2nd and 9 coming up. Looks like we're about to get back into it. CJ Stroud getting into the huddle. And they cart this man away. They put him on the stretcher and put him on the cart. This guy profited over $38K betting in the NFL. This guy needs to make me some picks. You can make some people don't even make $38K in a year. And pass caught over the middle, Nico Collins, and there's what I talked about, momentum, and that could help the Texans drive down the field. Well, he put 9K on the NFL, so there's. I can't lose. Got me 43, profit over $38,000. That's nuts. And Stroud dumps it in the backfield. Tank Dell, but he's going to be taken down in the backfield as the Bears saw that play coming from a mile away. And comparing Andre Johnson, a Hall of Famer for the Texans, to Nico Collins. They run the dig route pretty similar. Yeah, they do run the dig. Well, that was kind of more of a post, but I think we all get the point. I guess they're just like the aggression, possibly, that is there. I don't know. 2nd and 13, Stroud will throw and a dump off to Joe Mixon. Mixon able to break one tackle, but then brought down by TJ Edwards. It's now 3rd down. And Mixon slow to get up. And he's just hopping to the sideline in his own power. His knee seemed to be what was bothering him. It looks like his knee just got a bit bent there. Yeah. Yeah. His ankle twisted. Maybe that was it. I think his ankle got a bit twisted there under the leg of Edwards. He goes to the blue tent in his own power, so it could just be a little pain there. Might go away in a few minutes, but hope that he's okay. 3rd and 4 coming up. Stroud will throw. He drops back. He's under pressure. He escapes the pocket, and he throws on the run. Over top to Dell, who drops it. That could have been a touchdown for the Houston Texans, but Tank Dell could not come up with it. Great job by Stroud to get out of the pocket there. Had Sweat coming off the edge. And Dell, you gotta catch that. Oh, no. Bears will get the ball back after this punt from Houston, and that could have been blocked there. And Carter says, don't touch it, don't touch it. This is going to bounce to the 7-yard line. Good punt from the Texans. And Caleb Williams back onto the field. Yeah, they're saying on Twitter that was a hip drop tackle there on TJ Edwards, but no flag, and the NFL banned that tackle in the off season. So, and there was some backlash for banning the tackle in the first place. So you're going to see some outroar from people who weren't a fan of it. Now it's not even being called. So now from the 7, Bears going to have to go 93 yards if they want to score a touchdown and possibly take the lead. Williams here changing the play. He will throw to start, and he's throwing this one up and throwing it away. Komet wants a flag, and there it is. It comes in late as his jersey was being tugged. And this will be an automatic first down for the Bears. Petre was responsible, the safety. An automatic first down there for Chicago, so they're able to get bailed out there. And you see the hug from Petre. The ball wasn't really catchable, but I guess they're saying it impacted the play because it was before he threw the ball, which makes sense. I doubt the ball would have went to Komet, but nonetheless, it's a 15-yard penalty, and now first down for Chicago. Or a spot foul penalty. Hand off to Swift, trying to get to the outside, but he pursued in the backfield. He went backwards, and it ended up costing him. Tuo. I think I said that correctly. He makes the tackle in the backfield, and that'll bring up 2nd and long for Chicago. And you just see Tuo coming from that outside linebacker. They're coming from that off-ball linebacker spot, and you got to make that block there if you are the Bears. You got to make that block if you are the center, Shelton. You got to make that block on the second level. That's your job, to make the block and make sure that once Swift gets through the first line of defense, he can get through the second. Williams under pressure. He just throws this one up, and he just throws it away. Pressure in his face. Odunze was in the area, so no intentional grounding penalty will be called. But now Mixon going to the locker room. He walked in on his own power, and they're talking about that hip drop tackle, and you do see it there that Edwards dropping to the turf. No penalty called, and it costs the Texans their running back for possibly the game, depending on how bad his injury is. Williams with 5 seconds, not even done adjusting the play. He's got to get this off. Pressure looks like it's coming in, and here it comes. Williams under pressure, being chased, able to duck out of it, still being chased, and he's going to run. Caleb Williams, he's just going to have to step out, and he gets hit. We'll see if they throw a flag. I don't think they will. And a bit of talking going on between both teams, and a now 4th down for Chicago. I think Will Anderson was pretty pissed that he couldn't smile in there on the sideline. He could have had a sack, but doesn't work out too bad for the Texans as it's fourth down. And just once again, no one open. And that's a problem with losing yards on for the Bears. You can't lose yards because then on plays like that, third and long, you got to be able to get the ball off because the Texans' pressure is getting there. Here's Sims. I think there's a flag. This ball might be coming back. Sims able to break a tackle, gets to the 50. That also may be a horse collar tackle on Chicago. And he really wants I guess he's celebrating or does he want a penalty? I don't know. Injured man down for the Bears. And that's the linebacker, Oga Bonjema, and holding on the receiving team, that being the Texans. So this play will be brought back. That was on Boyd. He had a penalty earlier on one of the kick returns, so not a great game for him as he's committed a few penalties on special teams so far. Boyd, he's pretty pissed off, throwing his helmet there on the sideline as he has committed his second penalty tonight. First and 10 coming up. Stroud from under center has all day. Now has to escape the pocket. He throws and to the sideline, I believe. Was that caught? I think it was caught, but not staying in bounds was Dalton Schultz, so it'll be second down. I don't know if that hit the ground or not, but nonetheless, I think he somewhat caught it. Let's see this replay. Oh yeah, it hit the ground. I thought he caught it, hit the ground, and then he brought it in after that. Second and 10. Stroud will throw. Throws over the middle, incomplete, going for Stephon Diggs. Stevenson there on the coverage, and that'll bring up third down. 2 straight incompletions for the Texans. And has brought it to a quick third down, and Diggs over the middle there, and pressure once again getting to Stroud there late. And Brisker, I think he saw the opportunity as he didn't really have an assignment, but great job there by Stevenson, staying on the back of Diggs. Diggs really wasn't able to outrun him in any way, and Stroud just really couldn't fit it in there. Third and 10. Man in motion, couldn't really make out who it was. Stroud's got to get this off, and that's going to be a false start on Houston. Think the pressure got to Houston. I believe that'll be on Tunsil. Yep, that is on Tunsil again. As I mentioned earlier, the most false start penalties in the NFL since 2016. So he is no stranger to jumping off sides. And him and Kenyon Green both jumped, but they charge Tunsil with the penalty. So third and 15 coming up. Stroud alone in the backfield. In the shotgun, he will throw. He drops back from his own end zone. Now he steps up, throws over the middle, incomplete. Too low there for Stephon Diggs, and a 3 and out for the Houston Texans. The Bears will get the ball back in decent field position. Caleb Williams getting ready to go back out there, and the Bears could possibly take the lead here if they're able to, do something with the football. And Diggs, he somewhat was open. I think if he was a little more on the outside, then he possibly could have gotten the reception. He would have got sandwiched, though, by Edmonds, and I believe it was Brisker. But they will punt it away. Carter saying don't touch it, and there's a flag down, so this will be brought back a bit farther. So that great field position that I was talking about will most likely not come to fruition for the Chicago Bears. We'll see what the penalty is, and most likely will be going to break. Holding, yep, on Hicks. And this time it wasn't Boyd who was committing the penalty. This time he actually got held, so able to draw a penalty. Good for him. It is still 16-10 with 8:56 remaining in the third quarter. The Texans still have the lead. No score yet. I don't think any team's even gotten to the red. Yeah, no team's gotten to the red zone in this quarter. Very uneventful third quarter. I still think the Bears got to continue to pass, but they got to get the ball off quick. They're not really letting Williams get the ball off quick enough. Out route, outside the numbers, make the play. They were doing fine with DJ Moore, Odunze getting at Carter getting to the outside. I mean, since when did Bam over 200K followers on Twitter? So tomorrow, actually, we have a video, or not a video, on the podcast, or early podcast time, 7:40 a.m. We'll be doing. Shoot. Actually, I was on Instagram there real quick. Just I have to post a story for the podcast Instagram. But anyway, we're posing the question, or my question is, what was the biggest upset of the week two? Which there were a lot of upsets, and I don't know if I should go with the Cowboys getting upset, the Ravens getting upset, or the Lions getting upset. I'm between those three. I'm leaning towards the Ravens. I can't lie, but I'm sort of debating myself. I'll make this tweet after the penalty and a delay a game on the Chicago Bears. So not a good start for them. They had a penalty on the punt return and now a penalty here on the delay game. Williams the throws over the middle, caught, and getting pretty much all the yards back is Cole Kmet. Joe Mixon questionable tonight due to an injury. And now Williams to throw here on second down, escaping the pocket, throws across his body. It is intercepted! Lassitier with the interception, but there is a flag down. We'll see if this stands. Prior to the pass, holding on the defense, so this will not stand. An automatic first down for Chicago. 2-0-2 commits the penalty, so that is a killer for the Bears or the Texans, as they had a turnover right there. That's why you don't throw across your body, and if you're Caleb Williams, you got bailed out of that one. And now here is DJ Moore breaking a tackle, cutting inside. Moore able to get the first down. What a move there by DJ Moore, dancing around and able to get a first down. DJ Moore, what a player. And another penalty down here. False start, Chicago. That's another one. Was it on right? I couldn't see the number, or couldn't lip read the number. No, that was on Davis, the right guard. First and 15 coming up. Williams fakes the Swift, gets out of the pocket. He is going to run. Williams, gets absolutely plummeted. And now a fight going on here between both teams on the sideline. Shahir absolutely plummeted Williams. He's been going for his head all night. And a bunch of talk here on the sideline, bunch of pushing and shoving, getting into each other's faces. No flags were thrown. And Al Shahir has been going for Williams all night, and not going to be unnecessary roughness because I don't think Williams was fully out of bounds yet, but he was giving himself up. But Al Shahir, punched backup running back Roschon Johnson in the helmet. That was uncalled for. He didn't even do anything. Big hit though. No flags were thrown, and still more talking going on between both teams. Al Shahir he hit Williams, was trying to go for Williams hard earlier, but he on a punt earlier in the half. But yeah, this punch here was uncalled for. Johnson didn't even do anything. Johnson was just trying to break everything up. He was trying to calm down the situation. He just got punched in the helmet. And then Darnell Wright just got pushed for no reason. I mean, in my opinion, I think Al Shahir should be thrown out. I mean, these guys didn't even do anything, and he's throwing hands like they were trying to create the situation. One-handed catch there by DeAndre Swift, and now Swift makes a move and is marked a few yards short of the first down. Nice play there by Swift, able to one-hand that one, and then takes the risk of cutting inside and able to make a play out of it. He was going for it with two hands, but still able to come up with it with one. I honestly think Al Shahir should be thrown out. I mean, you can't do that. You can't just punch people and push people and, they didn't even do anything to you. And now the Bears here trying to get lined up. The officials, this guy's got to get out of the way. I mean, 3rd and 1 here. Fake to Swift. Williams. Now sacked! Will Anderson! Almost had one earlier in the half on Caleb Williams. Now gets brought down here. That is the 4th sack of the game. and the Bears will be forced to punt, so the Texans avoid any scoring from Chicago, and Will Anderson just goes unblocked. If you're Cole Kmet, you got to. That's your job. You got to take out the edge rusher when you're. That's an RPO. That is your job. When the tackle pulls, you got to take the edge rusher. Terrible job there by Cole Kmet. You got to make that play. And Stim saying, "Don't touch it. It's not the best punt as it goes out of bounds, and this should be marked around the 25-yard line." We go to a break here, and Texans still with the lead, and I mean, Will Anderson is just a beast, but that was such a terrible job blocking by Cole Kmet. I wonder what my Texans defense is doing on fantasy. And now Stroud pass over to the sideline, caught by Dalton Schultz. And now Akers gets it. Akers with the first down, and he'll get to the 35. And Mixon, I suppose he's not returning. Let me hear if there's a report. Is he back out there? I don't know. Either way, it's first down now. No report about anything. Stroud drops back deep, and he looks like he was going for a screen on Akers. Now he's just going to have to throw it away. And now 2nd and 10 coming up. Stroud looking for a quick pass, and he is intercepted. It was tipped in the air and intercepted by Gordon, who I don't think was touched, and he goes into the end zone. Let's see if this is a catch, though. I think he. I don't think. I think he caught it. I think that's a catch. I think that's an interception there. And now they're gonna rule it incomplete. Actually, so before any. Now is there a challenge? Let's see what's going on. Yep, there's a challenge by Chicago. I don't blame them, honestly. I think that this can be overturned. I don't know. It did touch the grounds. I don't know why I have the headphones on, actually. But I'm just gonna. My ear's itching. Listen, I think the Joe Mixon bet. Maybe they'll refund me. And actually started the game. Ugh, kill me. Actually, don't ban me. Don't ban me. Do not ban me, please. What's up, Josie? How's it going? Doing well. Doing well. Preparing for another week of school. So you know. Let's see. My bet. Oh, here we go. And the call stands. It's incomplete. I guess there was no evidence to overturn it. I guess because the ball touched the ground, but I don't know. I feel like he had his hands. I don't know. I guess they're just riding high on that. So CJ Stroud can't pass for more than 70 yards. The Bears can no longer use a coach's challenge. Stroud under pressure, and he is sacked! The Bears able to bag him for their second sack of the day. That was Dexter. Montez Sweat in there as well, and the Texans will be forced to punt it away. That is their second bag of the day. And let's go back to this right here. You see Dexter just unblocked again. I mean, Houston got a bit lazy, and The left guard, Green, he just did not realize that Dexter was coming in. And here is Carter, who gets slammed after he catches it. How was work? I mean, work-wise, I mean, the school I go to provides a lot of homework and uh, studying and stuff like that. So on streaming days, I don't get done until, or on non-streaming days, I don't get done until later at night. And then, I'm trying to find newer ways to get home quicker. I've kind of, manipulated the way I work so that I can stream and also retain knowledge, if that's how you want to call it. Here's the Andre Swift. He cuts inside, gets about 5 yards. But I mean, yeah, my schedule is like I'm packed for like the whole day. Like I have got to like tomorrow. I get up. I I'm out the door by like 7, and then I'm out the door by 7 every day. 7:40, I got a podcast, and then school throughout the whole day, and hand off to Swift again. He is just only going to get about a yard, and then school day, and then on stream days like tomorrow, get home and and then there's a holding penalty on the defense. This is going to be an automatic first down for Chicago, and you you get home, you do work, and then maybe film a video, eat dinner, and then I get to streaming, and then that's probably my schedule for tomorrow. And then you're done. I'm done by like 11:15. I'm getting ready for bed. So my day's not filled with too much relaxation. And then when the season starts, that's going to be tough because on Thursdays I might have practices on Thursdays, which is going to be tough because that's Thursday night football. And Swift getting to the outside, but not getting anything. The run game for Chicago just not that good tonight, but they keep feeding DeAndre Swift. Second and 9, Williams throws in the backfield, caught by DJ Moore, trying to get to the outside, puts his shoulder down, and there's a penalty flag down, so this one might be coming back. So yeah, that's kind of what my day consists of. The non-streaming days, I put in more work because I got to make up for what I didn't do on streaming days. So holding on the offense. This is going to come back. And then there are days like days that I really don't have days that I don't stream or have a quiz or test the next day. I try to like take a short nap because long days. And penalty flag here on Chicago. DeAndre Swift guilty as he kind of just slammed Stingley to the ground. So yeah, my days are not too filled with too much relaxation. Like today, I was all out and about as well. Like I was watching football and all, but I was out and about. Not too much of a relaxing Sunday. Saturday, didn't do much. Second and 18, Herbert gets it out of the backfield, and he only gets a few there. Trips out of bounds, and it's now third and long. Yesterday I didn't do much. What did I do? I know I watched. Actually, I did a bit of work. I had to do some schoolwork. And then, what else did I do? I know I watched Notre Dame. I tried to fix. So I have a Dell computer, right? And we barely use it, and it works so slow because I know we barely use it, so it works so slow. It hasn't updated drivers or anything like that. So yesterday I did a project. It took almost like the whole day. It took till like 4 to like 9:30 at night just to get everything fixed. Third and 16. Williams going deep for Moore, and it's intercepted. This time it will count. Derek Stingley Jr. picks off Caleb Williams. And a turnover here for the Texans. Well, I appreciate that you love the content, but I mean, it's not like I don't choose to I choose to stream, and I'm not saying I don't like doing it. Like, I could just stop streaming if I wanted to, but Williams here, I mean, that was just underthrown. If he throws over the shoulder ball, you're forcing DJ Moore to come back to that when his momentum is going forward. And he didn't run the route bad at all. I don't think he expected it either. But, that's not a good ball there by Caleb Williams. Yeah, I mean, I could always stop streaming if I really wanted to. Like, I didn't stream that much last season. Here's a end around here to Dell, and he is taken down in the backfield. That is Brisker. I'm sorry, that is Gordon, who has had a pretty big night. The Texans have to run one more play here. But yeah, I mean, I could stop streaming if I really wanted to. I mean, it's not a big necessity in my life. I love doing it. And I really want to continue doing it. But, it is what it is. But yeah, we have a schedule this week, tomorrow, and Thursday we'll be streaming. 2nd and 15, Stroud will throw. This one caught by Stephon Diggs over the middle. And he'll get all the yards back, and that will take us to the end of the third quarter. So the Texans lead 16-10. No points scored by any team in the third quarter. We'll see if the Texans can change that. We'll come back to see if the Texans can add some points in this drive. Hold on, chat. All right, 3rd and 8. Who am I going for? Texans, definitely. Texans, but they could lose here depending on the momentum shift. And now here is 3rd and 8. Stroud out of the pocket, throws. Caught! Nico Collins! First down and more. Collins past the 40, and a first down for Houston. And it looks like my bet of CJ Stroud getting under 270 passing yards is not going to happen. Oh, look, because the Bears just had such a good secondary, like he would go under, but they're ranked like what, the fifth best secondary in the NFL? And Stroud to the sideline, a bit behind or in front of Tank Dell, and that's incomplete. Great play there by Stroud. Threw it across his body too, and that's a terrible job by Stevenson. He didn't even go for the tackle. He just tried to go for the ball, tried to pop it out, and you just can't do that. 233 passing yards for Stroud, 128 receiving yards for Nico Collins. So half of Stroud's passing yards has been through Nico Collins tonight. 2nd and 10. Handoff. Mixon, who's back in the game, gets around 3 there. Eight carries, 24 rushing yards for Joe Mixon. It's what, 3 yards a carry? 4 yards a carry? Oh, and pass over the middle. Intended for Xavier Hutchinson, incomplete. Not sure why they went to a 4th string receiver on 3rd down, but I digress. And good job there by Stevenson, just making the hit, not pass interference. The ball was right in his hand. So, he was able to time that just perfectly. And Fairbairn, who's made field goal kicks from nothing inside the 40-yard mark, is going to try this one from 53. He's been asked to do a lot today, in this one to put the Texans up by 2 scores early in the 4th quarter. This one is up, and this one is good. Fairbairn, he has done it all tonight. And the Texans now lead 19-10 with 13:39 remaining in the 4th quarter. We'll see how the Bears can answer when we come back. And this ball in for the touchback. Was there an echo, guys? Did you guys hear any bit of an echo? Because my echo was on just a little bit, like a tad bit. Had you guys heard an echo in today's stream? Because it was on just a tad bit. Like when I do this, I know there's an echo because the echo's on. But the echo was like a tad bit on. I don't know if there was an echo. If there was, I apologize. First and 10. Williams, quick pass in the backfield. Oh, the Swift who gets absolutely blasted by Trey. Not a great way to start this drive for the Bears as you need some momentum. I mean, Williams was a quick pass here to Swift and then Petre. That could have been unnecessary roughness because there was some helmet-to-helmet contact. But nonetheless, oh, damn it. It's battery percentage, man. Williams to throw under pressure. He is staying on his feet somehow. Williams throws it up. It's intercepted. Lassitier with the interception. He had one earlier, but it was called back. This one will stand, and the Houston Texans are going to take over. Williams' second interception today. Williams was able to stay on his feet. Then he threw it into triple coverage. Not entirely sure why he did that. Danielle Hunter almost had the sack, but somehow Williams stayed on his feet, was grabbing his jersey and stretched it out. I'm not sure why he threw it into triple coverage to Cole Kmet of all people, a tight end. Good on your end. All right, well, and I don't know. Lassitier, though, what a pick. Or Lassiter, whatever the hell his name is. And the Texans will take over. Did a great job. He avoided the sack, then he just threw a pick. Stroud and the Texans take over in Bears territory. Here's a handoff to Mixon. He will get about a yard or two there. And the Texans, one more, if they can get a touchdown here, they're up by, that would be 26. It's a 3-score game. Caleb Williams is through his first 2 games, not the greatest in the world. Got a win last week thanks to your defense, but facing such a great defense like the Texans, it's going to be hard to win games like that. Second and 9, Stroud to throw. Under pressure, he is sacked! TJ Edwards with the bag! And now they have created... Actually, it was not TJ Edwards. I am so sorry. That is Sanborn on the bag. And that will create a 3rd and long here for Houston. That knocks them out of field goal range. And you see Sanborn just unblocked, extra man on the rush. He came in late from the off-ball linebacker spot, and that is the Bears' 3rd sack of the game. 3rd and 17. They at least want to get to field goal range, and it'll be a pass here to Nico Collins, and he gets taken down at around the 44-yard line. Let's see what they decide to do here. See if they send on Fairbairn. I mean, he's made a lot of field goals. This would be a big 50-yard attempt. And I think they sent on the punt team. Yeah, they sent on the punt team. This would have been from 60. Yeah, that would have been from 60 or something. Probably even more. So they'll send on the punt team. Just try to put the Bears in some bad field position. And they punt it away here to Carter. Let's see where they get the ball at. And this is going to be caught at around the 7-yard line. So a good punt there from Tommy Townsend. And It's still 19-10. Houston not able to convert off the turnover. 10:43 remaining in this game. All right, we're back now at the 6 yard line. I thought it was the 7 yard line. And here's a handoff to Swift, and he gets to about the 9. Listen, I don't know because you have almost 10 minutes remaining. And what's this computer at? How much time do I got on this thing? 41 minutes. Oh, I'm good. I can raise the brightness a little bit. 2nd and 7. Williams to throw. He is going deep. He just throws it away. Swift was in the area. He's under heavy pressure. 3rd and 7 coming up. I think 2-0-2-0. I swear, if the commentators must cringe every time they say that. It's a cool ass name. I can't deny it, but it can be annoying. The second half offense for the Bears: 21 plays, 45 yards, 3 punts, and 2 turnovers. Not a great second half for Liam Waldron's offense, or Shane Waldron's, whatever the hell his name is. 3rd and 7. Williams will throw. He is sacked! Another bag there for the Texans. Mario Edwards Jr. and a 3-and-out for the Chicago Bears. Another bag for the Houston Texans defense. And Williams just with no time. And Edwards is once again getting around the offensive line. He doesn't get blocked. He gets around, realizes the double team. And the twist around thing that they've been doing the whole night is really working. 5 sacks for them. And punting from their own end zone. Good punt here. Sim's going to catch it at their own 45. He'll get to the 50, to the Bears 45, and get tackled in that area. 9:24 remaining left in this game. It's 19-10 Houston. And the Bears have 2 timeouts, so the clock is the enemy of the Houston Texans right now. I assume they run the ball on first and second down just to kill some time because the Bears need 2 scores, and the way their offense has been looking, it doesn't look too likely they do that with limited amount of time. Both teams not really rushing the ball well this half. Only 8 rushing yards for Houston, but they're going to need to do it. Here's Cam Akers, and they might have just gotten 8 on that. 7 or 8 there. I got 7 on that one. I at least want to just get in the field goal range, make it a 2 touchdown game instead of a touchdown and a field goal, just to make the Bears get into the end zone twice, saying that they do come back of somewhat. 2nd and 3, you don't really need to throw Joe Mixon out there. And here's Akers again. Akers to the 30. I don't know why he's running out of bounds. Gets to the 25 and steps out. I guess the clock still does move, but nonetheless. First down, and the clock continues to move for the Texans. They are in field goal range. They can really do whatever they desire now. Great blocks there on the inside. You love to see that. They blocked in, and they opened up that A gap beautifully for Cam Akers. Yeah, now everybody's tweeting about the Bears' offensive line. I'm telling you, it killed them the entire game. And here's another rush for Akers, and he only gets about 2 there. The Bears know that the rush is coming, and they need to stop it quickly. If they definitely don't want to give up a touchdown or anything like that, or continue to give up first downs, and so the clock would continue to run. 2nd and 9 coming up. The rushing offense, well, I mean, they had 213 rushing yards against the Colts, but the Colts have some of the worst rush defense in the NFL because, I mean, saw what they did. Saw what happened against Green Bay. They had like a million rushing yards. Another carry for Akers. Puts his shoulder down. Gets about 3 there. 3 or 4. 3rd down coming up. So this is taking about almost 2 minutes off the clock, and I think the Bears might have used their first time or their second time out of the half. And the Bears need to stop here. If they don't get the stop here on 3rd, if I'm the Texans, I'm throwing this. You don't have there's not enough time. Well, there is time, but it's not like there's 3 minutes left, and you just want to kill as much seconds as possible. There's 7 minutes left, and there's time left, so you might as well try to you might as well try to do something. Snoop Dogg was Stroud's former coach. He played in his youth football league. That's something. Never thought CJ Stroud would be coached by Snoop Dogg. I would throw if I'm Houston. You're going to get a field goal one way or the other, or at least a field goal attempt. It's not like you're going to get knocked out of field goal range unless you lose 20 yards here. Stroud to throw, and this pass caught. Dalton Schultz inside the 10, inside the 5, down at around the 4-yard line. And Houston can put this game away in the next coming plays. If you're Chicago, I don't know how you don't defend the flats, how you don't defend the first down marker. Why would Houston try to go to the end zone? They just need enough. If they just get enough, they win. They pretty much have this game in order. I don't know why you would defend the end zone. Why you wouldn't throw some guys on the outside. That's just not good defense there. And now Akers gets tackled. And the Bears saying they have the football. They're saying the ball came out. The officials trying to get in there. Let's see what they call. They might just call it. They might just say he was down just for the sake of it. But let's see. The Bears claiming they have the football. Officials still trying to get to the bottom of the pile. Brisker's in there saying that they have it, and even more Chicago Bears are saying they have it, and the officials rule that Chicago has the football. Obviously, all turnovers are reviewed, so we'll have to see if this is a fumble here. And that is definitely a fumble. That ball is 100% out, and Kevin Byard fell on it. So the Bears are going to have a turnover here. Let's make sure that Byard came up with it in the bottom of that pile, and I think he did. And we go to a break. Let's see if the Bears have it when we come back. I think Chicago has it. But I don't know. With the field, they've been given that sort of field position before, where they're at the um, when they've been given that sort of field position, like at the 5 yard at the Texan or their own 5 yard line, they really haven't. Um, they haven't been able to capitalize with it. So I don't know. Giving them this field position might not really work out in their favor. And yeah, Chicago has the football. All right, 1st and 10 from the 3 yard line now. Handoff to Swift, and he gets about a yard there. Second and 9. Williams will throw. He's in his own end zone. He throws. Incomplete. Intended for DJ Moore. There was Murray on the coverage, able to knock it away. 6 minutes to go here in this game. And once again, as I mentioned, I mean, the Bears have just not been able to do anything with this with the ball in the second half. They've gotten the ball really close to their own end zone. And then they've just really not been able to get out of there. And Williams to throw again on 3rd down. He's under pressure. He might run here, and he will. Williams with the 1st down and more. Gets to the 25, slides just before the 30-yard line. Williams to throw again as time throws it a little low, but able to connect it to DJ Moore, and he gets around 7 there. Bears got to keep on moving as they have limited time. 2nd and 3, so he has 7 there on the catch. I need more to get a little bit more just to get my bet to hit. And Williams to throw again. He's under pressure. He is going deep for DJ Moore, and he overthrows him. So 5:02 remaining now. The Bears going to have to convert here if they want to continue to try to come back here late in this fourth quarter. DJ Moore, 53 receiving yards. I need him to get 7 more. Come on, DJ. And then Stroud, he's on. Oh, God, he's at 256 passing yards. Joe Mixon's not returning, so forget that. Williams got to get this off here. He's got 5 seconds. I don't even think DJ Moore's in the game. 3rd and 3. Williams to throw. He's under pressure. He throws. It's caught over the middle to Cole Kmet. He gets past the Bears 45 down at the 46-yard line. And the Bears trying to continue this drive here. They got to keep on moving. DJ Moore back in the game. Williams to throw. Has time. Throws over the middle. Caught again to Kmet, who takes a shot from Petre. He has been taking some shots all game. And now a penalty flag is down. I'm not sure if there was helmet-to-helmet contact. I couldn't really tell. 25 left on this computer. Okay. Oh, man. That really took a shot there. I don't think there was really any helmet-to-helmet contact. I think that's a clean hit. I think they picked up the flag. Yeah, they picked up the flag because I thought that was pretty clean. I don't think there was any helmet-to-helmet contact. Nonetheless, god damn, this game's going on for a while. Williams to throw under heavy pressure, and he just has to throw it away. That might be intentional grounding. I mean, the pressure was just in his face with literally not even within a second, man. Literally, not even within a second. Like, the pass rusher's in his face. I mean, what's he supposed to do? Was he limping there? I don't know. I think that might be intentional grounding, I'll be honest. I don't know if they threw the flag. Yeah, he wasn't outside the zone, and I don't really think there was anybody there wasn't really anybody within 5 yards. Yeah, they're going to throw the intentional grounding penalty. Yep, intentional grounding on Caleb Williams. Lost it down. It'll be 3rd down now. Yep, that is intentional grounding. And now the Bears have to do this. Oh, so it's going to be 3rd and 1. Really? Wait, no, it's not. Wait, it's 3rd and 1, is it? 3rd and 14. Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah, nobody was within 5 yards. So 3rd and 14 here. Carter in motion. Haven't heard his name much in the second half. He had a pretty big first half. Bears have 2 chances here. Williams will throw under pressure. He throws this one deep, going for Moore. Can't make the catch. Damn it, that was my bet. Oh, there's a penalty flag though. Could this be roughing the passer? Holding maybe? I don't know. Personal foul, roughing the passer on the defense. Texans got overzealous. That is on Mario Edwards Jr. He had the sack earlier in the game. And oh, yeah, helmet-to-helmet contact right there. If you go helmet-to-helmet contact with the quarterback, if honestly, even if their own team went helmet-to-helmet, if the Bears, one of the Bears' offensive linemen went helmet to helmet contact with Caleb Williams, then I think they'd throw the penalty flag. If you touch a quarterback's helmet, they will literally have you annihilated. That's 11 penalties for 105 yards for Houston tonight. Thank goodness for them that the Bears' offense has not been that great. Williams to throw, doesn't have that much time, and he just has to slide, and Barnett came sliding in right with him. I really don't want to pull out this charger just for a few minutes left in this game. I think there's like, what, I can use it for 21 more minutes. Okay. Turn down the brightness just a little bit. 2nd and 10. And Williams going to hand this one off to Homer on the draw, and he gets around 6 there, as I'm sure this is going to set up for 3rd and possibly 4th down. Bears got to keep on moving. They need a touchdown here and probably an onside kick, as they only have one timeout left in this half. 3rd and 4. Williams does have time. He can change the play if he desires. Williams to throw. He is going to Moore. It's incomplete. And now Moore is taking his helmet off. And they'll send on the field goal unit. I bet. Gotta be kidding me. And the Caleb Williams rushing touchdown is not going to hit either for my chance at Madden 25. So that's not hitting either. So what are you going to do? That is what it is. Santos, he made one from 53 earlier. This one from 54, so relatively in the same spot. Santos' kick is good. And now the Bears are within 6 of the Texans. Now we have to see if they will kick an onside kick or if they will just kick it away and hope to stop the Texans. Honestly, I probably would onside kick it because of the way that the Texans have been playing, passing the ball wise. It's do or die, honestly, because they'll rush it on 1st and 2nd down. You only have one timeout left. You do have the 2-minute warning, but I don't think it makes much of a difference. Caleb Williams, he seems so pissed on the sideline, but his offensive line is so terrible. Next Sunday, we have the Chiefs and the Falcons. That should be a pretty good one. Falcons play the Eagles tomorrow night on Monday Night Football. I'll be live for that game. You know, I'm obviously cheering for my Eagles. I'll have my Eagles prediction video on out tomorrow as well. Probably around, I want to say maybe 3. We might, I don't know, 3 or 6 p.m. I gotta still decide. I'll probably do 3 p.m. just to give people some time to watch the game, because if it comes out at 6, you're doing stuff at that time. You're getting ready for the game. Got to make sure you get your stuff done before the game. I'll give people some time. So we're gonna get a return here from Sims, and Sims gonna get past the 30 and now past the 35, and a good return there for the Houston Texans. I forgot you can't really onside kick it anymore because of the new rules. How can you really onside kick? I guess that's not really possible. CJ Stroud, he's been great today. He's made a lot of good throws on the run. And his receivers, don't get me wrong, they've made some good plays as well. I think what I'm going to start doing is using my other Chromebook charger, because I have to actually pull out the light thing. And the Chromebook charger requires like 2 things on like the extension cord. Here's a handoff to Akers, and he's going to be shut down. So let's see if the Bears use their timeout. I don't think they will. The Texans do have to run another play before the 2-minute warning, so not the most ideal situation for them. I'm sure they wanted to get to the 2-minute warning and then try to run their plays. So the Bears can stop this. They just have to stop. They'd have to use the 2-minute warning here, and then stop the Bears on 3rd, use their timeout, get the ball back. So they have a chance here. And last play was Akers. Now they're going to use Ogabolo. Oh, I don't know how you pronounce that name. And he is going to get about 3 there. So now we're at the 2-minute warning. 157 remaining in this one. I don't know if I should film my video after because it's going to take a bit. Yeah, we saw today that the Saints dominated the Cowboys. They've scored 91 points through the first 2 games. That is the most in NFL history. It's tied for 4th in the NFL history through 2 games. The Harbaugh brothers, you didn't expect this. The Chargers 2-0, first time since 2012, and the first time the Ravens start 0-2 since 2015. The Packers defeated the Colts. That's pretty. The Packers' first team in NFL history to win 800 regular season games. Mahomes' second fewest passing yards in a game in his career, 151 passing yards. They barely beat the Bengals. Obviously, that pass interference call, that was pretty controversial at the end. And he threw 2 picks and 2 touchdowns, so not the greatest for Mahomes, but he was able to lead his team to victory. 3rd and 7. We'll see what the Texans do here. They will throw. Stroud has to run. Holt is going to be holding in the backfield. Stroud gets the first. That would probably end the game, but this is just probably going to come back with the holding penalty. There was a penalty in the backfield, so it's most likely on Houston. Illegal hands to the face. Offense. Yep, that's going to be on Howard, the right tackle. Third and 17, so you probably should just run the ball now and not risk a incomplete pass if you are the Houston Texans. Just force the Bears to use their final timeout. Stroud is in the shotgun. He is going to throw this one. It's going to be caught by Stephon Diggs, who will gain about 4 there. And the Bears will use their final timeout. So they got to drive. They got to drive down the field and try to end this game, or try to take the lead with a touchdown. Only a touchdown will tie, and the PAT could win or give them the lead based on how much time they have. But it's going to be hard because this offense has not looked so good today. Chance for DJ Moore to hit on my bet. I mean, CJ Stroud, Stephon Diggs not going to hit. The CJ Stroud under passing yards actually is probably going to hit. The rushing touchdown from Williams is definitely not going to hit. 13 minutes left on this computer. I'm going to start using my other Chromebook charger today. I'm trying to So what I might do is I might charge my phone in the first half, because I use my phone charger. I might use my phone charger in the first half, and I'll probably be at 100% by the time it's over. And then I'll plug in my Chromebook for the second half. I think that's what we're going to start doing. 137 remaining. This is about 13 minutes left. So, all right, 5%. This thing's at. First and 10. All right, go to DJ Moore. I need a DJ Moore slant for 7 yards. Williams the throw. Throws over the middle, caught. First down and more. Getting past the 45-yard line and swung down at around the 46. Romo Dunze. Haven't heard his name much today, but he's able to make the play. That rhymed on 2 different things. 120 remaining. Now the Bears with a chance. Williams to throw again. Throws dropped. Gerald Everett. And that stings there if you are Chicago. Had some momentum. This does stop the clock. No timeouts remaining. 107. Houston has all 3 timeouts in case you might need to catch your breath or something around that. 2nd and 10. Williams to throw. And he is sacked! Oh, man! He is sacked! Daniel Hunter. He is rolling around. He's got to get back before they call a delay game on him or something. That is his 2nd sack today, and it's now 3rd and 18. The Bears' offensive line has looked terrible today. That's like the 6th bag of the game. Here comes the pressure. Williams. He's going to have to run. He only gets about a yard. There's a flag down, though. Or the flag might have just fell out of the official. No, I think there actually is a penalty. Al Shahir talking trash on the sideline to some of the Bears players. And let's see what this. Come on, refs. This thing's about to die. Illegal formation again on the Bears. Penalty declined, so it's going to be 4th down. That was on Jones, the left tackle. Fourth and 17 with 30 seconds remaining. Houston can call timeout if they want, but I doubt that they need to, as their defense is set to not let anything behind them. Williams to throw. He drops back deep. He is throwing. It is nowhere near Romo Dunze. A turnover on downs, and that will do it. I don't know if it was just miscommunication on the part of Williams and Odunze, but the Houston Texans will win this one 19-13. They will improve to 2-0 on the year, and the Bears, they will fall to 1-1 after a pretty sloppy game from their offense. Only put up 13 points, and Houston had almost 10 penalties. They didn't score a lot. Your defense against some of the best receivers and one of the best young quarterbacks in the NFL. You really just couldn't do anything with what they gave you. They only scored 19. Your defense played good. Your offensive line did not look good. Your run game was bad. Just not that many great things from the Bears tonight. And this is still a young team, so Caleb Williams still trying to find their way in the NFL. I'd like to know what happened on that last throw. I think Williams was expecting a comeback route because that looked like the kind of throw he was making. But I don't know. But I got to turn this computer off. This thing's about to die on me. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Make sure you guys subscribe to the post notifications. Don't go subscribe to my brother in the great blogs. Make sure you guys subscribe to my second channel at Ryan the Cog Great. Make sure you guys go follow me on X Ryan the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go follow me on TikTok at Ryan the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go listen to the latest edition of the CR7 podcast and podcast tomorrow 7:40 a.m. Make sure you guys are there for that. We're getting ready for school, work, or whatever. And as always, Ryan the Great out. Peace.